Speaking of relationships, I told y'all I had some things that I was going to discuss today. And this is one of the things I wanted to discuss. All right. I know y'all heard about this situation, right? Gender studies PhD student accused of stalking and ending her ex boyfriend. This is what I like to call the dark side of dating. When you are somebody, as this particular female, who've all, not say always, but who were once in a position where she was pursued, right? You know, she's educated, she is striving for success, and she has guys that are chasing her, so to speak. Then she finally gets into a relationship with a guy, and then that relationship falls apart, and she feels bitter about it. So she goes and takes this guy out because nobody else can be with him. And if y'all say that this is anything other than that, then you be crazy. Okay? This is what happens when you can't let go. And this, people can say this will go either way, but I want y'all to understand with women. Women always have an abundance mindset when it comes to dating. Always. So when you see them get obsessive about men, it's usually because they are strongly attracted to that guy, and they're probably the most attracted they've ever been to a guy. And when that falls apart, and then that person is with dealing with other women, they become super jealous to the point to where they have to go and take this person completely out. For what reason? What reason would you need to do this? Well, let's read on about it. A gender studies, well, first of all, that's a red flag. Gender studies. A gender studies PhD student at the University of Illinois Chicago was arrested after allegedly stalking her ex-boyfriend to his Washington, D.C. home and shooting him, authorities said. Okay. Najinsky Latasha Dix. I plead this how she's there. Now I'm just call her Miss Dix. Also an employee at the University of Notre Dame was charged with second-degree murder on Saturday in the untimely demise of Terry Hickman, police said. Cops found Dix, who was 37, kneeling at the victim's feet and a handgun in her hand, according to the court documents obtained by NBC Chicago. Hickman, who's 44, was pronounced deceased at the scene. He pushed me, and I shot him, Dix allegedly told the officers. A relative told cops that Dix was stalking Hickman and that she was from outer state but somehow found out where he resided, the filing states. So this guy running away from him? Running away from her? Because you know what a red flag is? You can't claim self-defense if you traveled from outer state just to go see him. When y'all have clearly broken up, he's in a completely different state. You're in the Midwest. Then you go all the way to the East Coast. Yeah, you went there with bad intentions. You went there with very bad intentions, is what it looks like. The person said that Miss Dix and Hickman had dated for 3 months before breaking up in May. Someone spotted the former couple in the parking garage prior to the shooting, police said. Witnesses said they heard a woman screaming, "Oh my God," and "help me," after multiple shots were fired around 5:30 p.m. Saturday. They also saw a woman pacing on the balcony, according to the court docs. Dix was taken to a hospital where she told a doctor she had blacked out. Oh, jeez. So she blacked out? Is that her defense? Is that all she has to say, that she blacked out? So you went from Indiana to DC just to black out, and your boyfriend loses, and your ex-boyfriend loses life and lost her memory. Emergency medical staff says she had an abrasion to her inside of her left lower lip, but the cause was unclear, the filing said. The doctor told detectives that it didn't appear that Dix had been physically assaulted. Of course she wasn't. At the police station, Miss Dix again complained of memory loss and asked detectives to show her something that might help jog her memory. Yeah, she been. So, all you got to say is you lost your memory? Jeez. When shown a photograph of Hickman, Miss Dix allegedly began crying and repeating, "Get it away from me." This woman is nuts. Yo, this woman is nuts, man. Oh my God. She said, "Get it away from her." You don't do people you love like that. That's not love, she later said, according to the filing. A university spokesman said the school is aware of her arrest and will cooperate with law enforcement. Yeah, we need phone records. We need cameras. We need forensics. Witnesses. We need to get this crazy person off the street, man. We got to get this crazy person off the street, man. Yeah, this is definitely a fatal attraction, man. It seems to me that he might have broken up with her and she couldn't take it. And she wanted revenge. This is what it looks like. It looks like she wanted some revenge. Like, she wasn't going to take no for an answer. It's almost like she went back to see him in order to jog his memory and talk about the good times. And because let me tell you something right now, man. When you pursue a woman, right? When you pursue a woman, you got to understand there's a lot of other guys that are pursuing her too. And when you're able to win her over and date her and then break up with her, that's going to make them bitter. Because it seems to me that she couldn't get over him because he had already gotten over her and was probably dealing with other women. And these chicks can't take no for an answer. They don't like being rejected. I did a video Saturday about the chick who was putting her ex on blast, the NBA player, because he kept rejecting her. There are a lot of these females, man, they cannot take rejection. And the fact that she traveled from one state to another just to go see him, and they're arguing, probably because he's telling her, "Listen, I don't want to be with you. Go away." And then multiple shots are fired. That's not defense. That's you snapping. This woman snapped. And she snapped and took this man's life. I hope justice is completely served in this situation. She don't need to be on the street. I'm sorry. She don't need to be on the street.